All right, today's Saturday, June 22nd. It's 12:15 p.m. 91 degrees. Just started my dash. Look at that. Oh, it's $2.75 to go 5.5 miles. I'm not doing that. I saw that it was Taco Bell, so I thought, cool, I'll just run over here, but no. $2.75 and no tip. I try not to accept those unless my acceptance rate is real low, and then it just kind of depends. I probably still wouldn't have taken that one. $2.75 to go 5.5 miles. Since I'm right here next to Taco Bell, that means most of those miles would be just getting there, getting to the drop-off. Just got a Dollar General, $8.75 to go 9.4 miles, 4 items. So no, I'm not doing that one. Wow, it's a bad way to start. I had to decline my first 2 orders. Back there, I was just behind Subway, $10, 6.1 miles. Let me finish my thought real quick. That van I was just behind, they pull out there and they're going like 40 miles an hour. Now I got to turn around. Subway was right up the parking lot. I could have just drove over there. Oh man, I hope it's not going to be one of those days. The fact that I got the Subway pretty much immediately after the other 2 orders, tells you that it was already in the system. So it makes you wonder, why did I not get that one right off the bat? Since I'm in platinum status, I should have been getting the better order first, right? I've been talking about this a long time. And man, it's funny, I turned on the camera. I did not intend on griping about DoorDash or anything today, but here we go. I've been talking about a while now. Something has changed to where it seems like rather than prioritizing high dollar orders to people that are in that platinum status, it's just giving you whatever's been in the system the longest. It's not actually prioritizing it. I'm trying to hurry, bro. Yep, see, I was just here. Subway's right at the parking lot right here. I should have just hung out for a minute. You never know. I mean, I can't just sit there forever, but I guess I should. Every time I start my dash, if it's here, I should wait like 3 minutes. I don't really like this Subway. The dudes in there are kind of, I don't know. It's hard to explain it. They treat people coming in like they're like they know them or something, you know, instead of treating you, professionally. All right, I'm gonna cut it for now. That Subway order was ready. So not only was it in the system, it had been in the system for a bit. The fact that I was able to come in there and pick up the order, you know, it's 3 sandwiches. So the fact that I went in there and it's already made, that means it's been in the system for a while. So why did I not get this one first? It's bullcrap, man. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on. Instead of prioritizing, if you're, I'll say it again, if you're in platinum status, you're supposed to be getting, as a priority, not that you only get them, but as a priority, you're supposed to be getting the higher dollar orders. Hopefully you understand what I mean by high dollar orders. I'll have to go in and explain that. Crap, I don't know why I'm going this way. Let's go the other way. You're supposed to be getting, as a priority, the higher dollar orders. But what looks like is happening is they're just, when I say there, I'm pretty sure this isn't a manual thing. I'm pretty sure it's all via the algorithm. So I'm just trying to shorthand it by saying there. Okay, they are. But it looks like what is happening is it's sending you just whatever's been in the system the longest. And some people might say, well, that's always been the case. I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. There was this big update they did here a few weeks back where they changed the GPS and some other things. And it was about that time that I kind of noticed the orders that I'm getting were different. I was getting a whole lot more lower dollar orders, especially during peak times, than I used to get. It used to be not that hard for me to keep my acceptance rate above, right around 80%. Now I'm struggling to get it above 70, to keep it above 70 because of getting all these crap orders, which I should not be getting. I know if you've watched any of these videos, it's kind of getting old, but where I'm griping about this, it's a big deal for me,
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East 5th Street. Turn right onto East 5th Street, Farm to Market Road 407.
I'm trying to remember where I was at, what I was saying before I started getting, it's like as soon as I log on, I get 3 rapid fire orders. Of course, I had to decline the first 2 because of crap, like I already just said. I think what I was about to say was I was going to try to focus today on just to change things up a little bit on just pointing out, the bad driving. Now, this isn't going to be a crash compilation, it's not. It's things that anybody that drives any amount of time sees, more than likely. It's nothing going to be super outstanding, and from the camera's perspective, a lot of things don't look as bad as how I see them, because I can feel the road. I'm actually in the car, so I know what are the consequences of different things. So from the camera's angle, a lot of these things that I might end up pointing out probably won't look as bad as they do from my perspective. So I'm just saying that in case I point something out and you're like, well, that's not that big of a deal or whatever, But again, it's you get on YouTube or whatever and you see these really bad accidents and stuff. Of course, it's not going to be anything like that. This is just quote unquote for fun, pointing out a lot of the bad. I'm trying to think of another way to say it, but bad driving. I'm gonna qualify or throw out the what is the word? Can't think of the word. I'm just gonna say that I am not trying to come at this from this. I'm not trying to give off the notion that I'm somehow a perfect driver. I make mistakes too. But there are some things that are excusable and some things that aren't. So those are mainly the things I'm going to be pointing out. God dang, man. Stomping on the brake. Okay, here we go. So a lot of times I can't tell because my car sits so low, so I don't know what's in front of the car in front of me. I don't know why they're stomping on the brakes. It might be for a good reason. In this case, it wasn't a good reason. This white car in front of me should have seen that there's cars stopped in front of them. So they should come to a smooth, steady stop. But rather than do that, they just brake real hard. And so I have to brake real hard. I just point things out, try not to speculate, and just explain it. A lot of this stuff, if you don't understand what I'm pointing out, if you don't understand why it's a problem, then you might be part of the problem. Something I've talked about before, and I think is very true, if you pay attention to the way people drive, that's part of their personality. So it makes you wonder, you know, if you're one of those who drive real recklessly, ride people's ass, cut people off, stuff, what do you like in other aspects of life? You know, what do you like to work with? Oh, cops pulled somebody over here, huh? It's a shuttle bus. Don't see that too often. Seems like cops avoid pulling over shuttle buses and buses generally. There's two of them pulling them over too, so maybe there's something more than just traffic violation. Anyways, yeah, it makes you wonder, these people, the way they drive, you know, it's not like they're going to be a really crappy, inconsiderate driver, but they do everything else really well, you know? So it makes you wonder, you know, what do you like to work with, you know? Do you have friends? If you do, are they really friends, or, you know? It's like, I don't know, it makes you wonder. We got a Burger King. I don't know why I'm getting a Burger King way the hell over here. I mean, it's not that far, but normally I don't get any orders until, you know, I kind of, you know, I get up here closer to the area. Anyways, it was $11 for about 7 miles. There's a van behind me. He got over. I was doing 75. Got over, got right on my ass. I was doing 75 and getting ready to exit. He'll probably go around me. You'll see. Right here, about to go around. Speed limit is now 50. I'm doing 56. That's a douchebag. He's a kid. I mean, he was right on my ass. He was in the left lane just before we were getting ready to exit. Then he gets over, gets right on my ass. But again, I was still going about 75 miles an hour going into the exit. You know, it's not like I was slowing way down before I exited. So that's another one. Of course, that's all me talking about it. You didn't see it. Like I said, speed limit right now is 50. I'm going 55. That guy took off and left me, so you've got to figure he's doing at least 60. He's probably doing closer to 65 or so. The guy looked like, you know, he couldn't be more than about 30. I'll say this again. When I say it's a kid, I'm 46. So anybody that's more than 10 years younger than me, to me, is a kid. At this point in my life. Okay, this guy's turning, but he's not getting out of the way because he doesn't know where to turn. That's a bad driver. I don't know if you saw it. Pickup truck had his right turn signal on. He was kind of straddling the regular lane and the turn lane. Okay, let me go ahead and get this. Order was ready when it came in.
Southeast.
But there's still something funny about it that I'm tempted to gripe about, but I said I wasn't going to gripe about normal door dashing stuff today, so I'm going to try to avoid doing it unless it's something really outrageous. Okay, I can't help myself. I got to say it. I just got to get it off my chest. Because this happens sometimes. I come in, like as soon as I come through the door.
Drive southwest on North Freeway.
As soon as I walk through the door, the employee's putting a bag on the counter and says, got it right here. That's the first thing out of her mouth. Got it right here. It's not, how can I help you, sir? Sir, are you here for a pickup? Just, I got it right here. It's like, how do you know what I'm here for? I'm not impressed by that. I'm annoyed by that. I don't see it as cute or, you know, like I said, impressive or anything. I'm very, very annoyed by that. Anyway, so I said, okay, the customer's name is Collie D. I said, it's DoorDash for Collie D. Is it Collie D? And she said, got it right here. Again, she just said it again. I said, so it is Collie D? And finally she's like, well, it's the only one we have in our system. Oh man, people. It's no wonder their dining room is almost always empty. Of course, there's a lot of them like that. I think that shuttle bus I saw pulled over is kind of diagonally over to my left on the service road, getting ready to turn right, heading west on 114. I should try to see the driver because I got a quick look at the driver as I was going by earlier. I can't tell. I can't stare at it. I'll freaking rear end somebody. I guess I'm about to find out. I'm going to be going that way just here in a second. Ooh, okay, did you see that? Over there on the left. And then he did it again. He pulled out in front of the white pickup truck. Yikes. I think that was. Because I think I've already passed the point where they had the shuttle bus pulled over. So I think that shuttle bus I saw back there at the intersection, I think that was them. Okay, that's $21 in about, I don't know, 50 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. So far so good. That's, of course, we're in lunch rush right now. We'll see what happens when it's over. I've said it before, some Saturdays are really good. Some Saturdays suck, but it's mostly been suck lately. I said I wouldn't talk about DoorDash, but I'm thinking about things I want to get it off my chest. I've only ordered off of DoorDash, and since I've known about it, maybe a dozen times myself. You know, usually I don't think I ever have just ordered DoorDash for just myself. Every time I order DoorDash, we're doing it as a family, or me and somebody else, we're, getting it together. And I've never ordered fast food via DoorDash. It's always from a restaurant. So, anytime I'm ordering DoorDash, it's because I want restaurant type food. I just don't feel like going. But again, I haven't ordered off of DoorDash that much. But every time I have ordered off of DoorDash, I know I've tipped at least $5. Line of motorcycles over here. No, that's not how that works, guys. Each one of those motorcycles is supposed to stop at the stop sign and then go. They don't get to just all go through as a group. That'll be a good one. No, that's actually a good one, because motorcycles are allowed to drive side by side within a lane. So how does that work when it is a stop sign? But you still, I don't know how many that was, 5 or 6. I don't think all 5 or 6 are allowed to just go through the stop sign. If you know out there, tell me. I guess I need to ask my son. He's a motorcycle driver. So at most, what I'm saying is maybe 2 at a time. So yeah, just kind of finished my thought earlier. So I've never tipped. I've always tipped at least $5. A lot of times it's much more than that. So my point was that most of my orders in any given day, I usually do between 15 and 20 orders in an 8-hour day. Most of those orders are going to be less than $5 tip. And it's not like they're real close either, most of them. A lot of them are, you know, at least most of the orders I do are, I would say, 4 miles plus. You got doing this crap, these trucks that are just so slow. There's no way you can't go faster than that. They take off from these lights like they just have no power, like they're just completely loaded down. They're just so, these truck drivers suck nowadays. So slow. He's still going slow. And it's a problem because there's trucks, semi-trucks everywhere around here, and there's a bunch of them. And when they're driving real slow like that, it's like a rolling roadblock. In case I include this in the video, just so you know, I used to have a ton of respect for truck drivers. A ton of respect. I thought they were the best drivers out there. Not anymore. I mean, I'm saying that I think it's changed. I think, you know, truck drivers, you know, we got now, mostly are not very good. Okay, the Popeyes order was ready. That kind of continues with what I've said before. This Popeyes, when I first started dashing, was absolutely awful. Awful. For the longest time, the dining room was still locked. And this was well after the whole COVID crap.
Drive northeast.
But they're still kind of trashy. You know, I went in there and there's a Papa John's next door, but they got a Papa John's pizza box with a half-eaten pizza in the box, and it's wide open, just sitting out on the counter. You know where you would order. They probably don't see any problem with it. I've said it so many times lately. These franchise owners, these corporate bigwig people, what they need to do is look at places like Chick-fil-A, see how they're doing it, and just copy them. There's no way you'd walk into a Chick-fil-A and then have a Papa John's pizza box just sitting, you know, half-eaten pizza just sitting out on the counter. You know. Holy crap. Why is it taking these people so long to go? I looked down for a second, looked back up, and we're just poking. Turns into the outside lane, immediately whips over in front of me and goes real slow. I mean, I know he's turning. Why did you turn to the outside lane then? Yeah, I'll say it again. I've said this before. Drivers, people driving around, you always got to keep it in your mind what could happen. You got to get out of this, okay, I'm just operating on what's happening right now. Obviously, that's the first and foremost thing, what's happening right now. But you also have to think about what could happen. You have to adjust your driving based on that. So in other words, or for example, you're hauling ass through a neighborhood. You need to think, what could happen? I'm driving real fast through this housing area, this neighborhood. What could happen? There's a ton of examples, but, you know, use that one. Go ahead, think about it. I know it seems obvious. A lot of this crap I talk about is really, really obvious, but people are stupid, man. I don't know if I said this already, but my goal for today is $100. Lately, to get to $100, that's about 5 or 6 hours. Usually closer to 6. Oh man, this is freaking nerve-wracking right here. Yep. See, that's what things like that. No signal, just kind of moseys over there. It's bad driving right there. I got a car back into my right in my blind spot that I can't get over because it would be too close, and then I got a car right on my ass, or was right on my ass. I need to get over. Yeah, so much for that. Got to get over behind this van, but everybody's coasting into this light here. I'll try to get over later. There's a, oh no, I thought that was a Fort Worth cop, but what that is? The Chaser. You can't have a car that looks like a cop car. Yeah, they can get in trouble for that. You can't even give the impression that it's a police vehicle. That should be every cop that sees that car should be pulling him over. Chances are he's been driving around for a while. You can't have like a what looks like a police shield on your side of your car. That was the biggest thing. It looked like he had like a police shield. Somebody honking. Let this guy out. Go, man. If you're gonna go. Shit. New Jersey. Oh my God. Why are you honking at me? You turned out in front of me, retard. Oh man, see, that's what I'm talking about. People just drive me crazy, man. I hang back to let somebody out, trying to do the right thing. Then he takes absolutely forever to do it, then takes forever to turn. My light's still green, so I'm trying to get through it. And then you got some dumbass kid on the other side who turns out in front of me and then honks at me, probably because he had a green light, not a green arrow, a green light, which means you got to yield. If you're turning left, you've got to yield for oncoming traffic. But he's too freaking stupid to understand that. Jesus Christ, people are stupid. And then you get this. Holy crap. Look at this. I mean, God dang it, man.
In 600 feet, you will arrive at 15852 Back Knight Road.
None of these inconsiderate assholes ever think, well, if we park side by side way down the road like this, it's real narrow, people aren't going to be able to get by. Let me guess. The one I need is going to be right here where all these cars are parked.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They
Yep.
added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
$2 tip. It's not that far, but you know, just I made a point earlier about how most of the orders I do are less than $5 tip, so I'm trying to demonstrate that. Guys are having a party right there, so I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go back out here. So long line of cars parked side by side in this narrow street. So if somebody pulls in coming the other direction, what happens? They're gonna have to back up, right? One of us does. These people they don't think about that? Oh my god, people when they're driving. Coming off the highway. Can't go that. Oh, I thought he was going to go around the yellow. Coming off the highway, person comes in and then just stops. Holy crap. How long? Why did it take you so long to decide that's what you're going to do? You're going to go to Chick-fil-A and you're going to park at Chick-fil-A. Why did that take so long to make that decision? Holy crap, people. Main thing though is, you know, you don't turn off of a highway and just stop like you saw that car do. You got to go. All right, I'm going to cut it. I was doing pretty good, but now it's about average. $51, 3 hours. But another 3 hours, hopefully, I will be at my goal. That would put me at about 6:30. This is what happens, you know. You start getting just nothing but the $4, $3 orders, you know, and it just starts kind of creeping. Because even like this one I just did, wasn't far at all. But the pickup drop off altogether, that still took me probably at least 15 minutes. And you know, it's real close. Generally, it's usually between 20 and 30 minutes around here for me to get an order complete. I'm lucky if I can do 4 orders in an hour. So when you only get like $4 an order, $5 an order, that's why it sucks. That's why the ones that don't tip really suck. Oh boy. I mean, I don't blame you. They've probably been waiting a while, but it's clear behind me. It's completely clear behind me. All they had to do was wait just a little bit longer.
Drive south, then turn.
Okay, I took a little bit break from running the camera. There hasn't been too much that's happened. A lot of routine, bad driving type stuff, which is kind of what I'm trying to pick up anyways, but I didn't want to have to go through too much video later when I'm trying to edit this. But anyways, I just picked up a Chipotle order. This is probably going to be my last order of the day. It's about 5:51. I scheduled to 7, but this will put me pretty close to $100, and I'm just kind of just like every time I DoorDash, you know, I get it to a certain point, it's like I just can't take it anymore from these fat drivers, man. People just doing just really, really stupid stuff. Anyways, like I said, $100 was my goal for the day. I was really hoping to make more than that. I mean, it's going to be closer to, I don't know, I can't do the math in my head while I'm trying to drive, but it's like 90, 98 or something like that. I can't remember how much this is even for. I think it's $8. Supposed to be 4 minutes up the road. If I went another hour, I'd probably make about another $15 at least. That would put me probably around 110. Like I said way back, Saturdays sometimes, you know, can be really good. You know, you make a lot of money fast. But that has not been the case for the last several Saturdays. $14 orders, $98.35. Not a great day, but it's pretty close to my goal, so something to be said. So it's about 6 o'clock. I'm just gonna go ahead and head on home, relax the rest of the weekend, and hopefully next week will be a better week. That's always the hope.